Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Enchanted Numerology podcast. I'm your host, Erica Rose, a Life Path 7, here to bring you the magic of numerology. And so, for today's episode, I'm going to dive into the collective and personal month numerology of July. So, this is actually a really fun thing about numerology that I don't know if a lot of people know about and not a lot of people use as much, but each month has its own energy, and it has its own energy in the sense of the collective, which is an energy that everyone's going to be feeling. The collective energy is usually defined by politics, global happenings, pop culture moments, trends, anything that seems to be affecting everyone as a whole. And then we each have our own personal months, which is individual to each of us and what we are each going to be experiencing. And I have found this so incredibly helpful because understanding my personal months has really helped me understand and figure out what I'm meant to lean into. Is this a month for me to lean into manifesting money? Is this a month where I need to do shadow work? Is this a month where I'm going to be really busy, so I need to prepare? Numerology can help you understand the cycles of your life and how to work with it instead of fighting against it. So since it's this new month of July, I'm going to get into the collective numerology and your personal numerology for the month as well. But first, let's rewind a bit and let's take a look at June, because I think learning what energy we just left behind is a really great way to teach you what energy is ahead. And also just want to say that all of this and so much more, all of your calculations, even all the calculations that I've been going over with my different guests on the podcast, all of that is going to be in my upcoming book, Enchanted Numerology, a magical numerology guide to manifest your dreams, from Muse Oracle Press, coming out December 2026. And I cover everything. I go deep. I found a lot of numerology books did not go deep. They just do your life path, your expression, and maybe your personal year, but I give you everything. And I also give you special exercises on how to work with your particular number. So you're going to have meditations, journaling prompts, oracle card spreads, visualizations, tips, recommendations, just all different things to really help you lean into your numbers. It's a beautiful expansion upon this podcast. So highly recommend you could pre-order now. Pre-orders help tell my publisher that you guys like me, you guys like my work, you want to see books from me. And that can also lead to more books from me. So I really, really appreciate it. You can pre-order from Barnes & Noble, Amazon, wherever books are sold. All right. So now let's reflect on June. So how you calculate the collective numerology is first you look at the collective year. So you look at the collective year by adding up the digits of the year and reducing down to a single digit. So this year, 2026, you would do 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, which equals 10. And then you reduce that further to 1 plus 0, which is 1. So 2026 is a collective year 1. And that means throughout this whole year, we have the energy of 1, which is new beginnings, leadership energy, self-care energy, individual. Usually a lot of firsts happen in a collective year 1. Some examples of that so far have been the Artemis launch. That was a big first that hasn't happened in so long. Even looking back at the Olympics, we had first. I think of Alyssa Liu was the first U.S. female figure skater to win a gold medal in I think like 24 years, something big like that. The Knicks, I'm a New Yorker. The Knicks just won their first championship in a long time. That's the collective vibe for the entire year. But then we go into each month and we have little individualized attention. And the way you calculate that is you take the collective year, so in this case, 1, and then you add it to the number of the month. So June, that we just got out of, June was the 6th month, so you would do 1 plus 6. So June was a collective month 7. And just the same, July, which I'll get into momentarily, July is the 7th month, so you do 1 plus 7, and you get 8. So it's really easy. January is 1, February is 2, March is 3. It's exactly as easy as you think it is. So June was a month 7. And 7 is spirituality. 7 is intuition. 7 is the vibe of people starting to recognize that there might be more to this world than they actually can see. Also in the 7th month, there's more clarity. There's more very secular energy. If you know anything about astrology, it reminds me a lot of the 9th house, because the 9th house is spirituality, higher learning, but it is also very worldly travel energy. Even though in numerology 5 is more about travel, I think of 7 as more of like accepting new ideas, like cultures connecting, that kind of secular energy. So I think some great examples of how that 7 energy was exemplified in June is, first and foremost, we had the World Cup, which I'm not a huge soccer fan or football fan to my European listener, or I guess everywhere else in the world besides America. I do think soccer is cool, but I don't follow it because it's not as big here in America, you know? But what I have loved following from the World Cup is how all these people of all different cultures have been really connecting. And it's so beautiful. You saw in Mexico, the Mexicans and Koreans having a huge party, loving each other. We saw British tourists loving Texas barbecue. The Scotsmen's becoming buddies with the Bostonians, which I feel like their energy matches so well. And I feel like all of this just really opened up this wider idea that across the globe, we're not really that different. At the heart of it, we all just want love and happiness. We all like to have fun. Most of us all like food and sports and community and connection. I feel like it's really brought about this clarity that we're only ever against each other because the people in power and the world leaders designed it that way. And in truth, we're all just human. And no matter what our background is, we can find common ground. We can become best friends with people of different cultures and backgrounds. And I think that is so beautiful to have seen. And I think that really exemplifies that secular 7 energy, along with the clarity. 7 is knowledge, it's learning. We're all learning different things from different cultures. We're all learning to appreciate each other in beautiful new ways. I saw someone say that this is the closest we've had to world peace. And 7 is clarity. So it is really this awakening within humanity, like, wait, we're not that different. Maybe we've been lied to, and maybe we actually all are the same. And maybe going forward, we can all get along, which I love so much. I think another fun way that spirituality has played a part in this month 7 is, as a New Yorker, the Knicks. Do you know how many videos I saw on the internet of bros, sports bros, saging outside the garden or using Palo Santo, just smoke cleansing the energy outside the garden in order to help the Knicks win? So it's like more people who normally aren't in this world are open and accepting that there's something to this magic. So I will say one sport that I do actually like is wrestling. I actually really like WWE. I got into it not too long ago, and I definitely always misjudged it. Wrestling is actually so fun. I love the drama of it, the chaos. Also, what I really love about wrestling is how badass and inspiring the women are. And I love that it's a sport where people actually appreciate and cheer on and love the women, where I feel like you don't see that as much on a widespread level in any other sport. So that I really love. And it's women from all different countries around the world, women of all different ethnicities, all different sizes, and people are cheering them on, thinking they're awesome and badass. And I love that so much. But anyway, so wrestling. So in WWE, there is a wrestler, Danhausen, who he's kind of like a vampire type character, and he loves to curse people. So a while back, he had cursed Stephen A. Smith and the Knicks. He said, "You're cursed." The Knicks lost a couple of games in a row. And then a fan paid Danhausen on Cameo to uncurse the Knicks. So he uncursed the Knicks, and then they won 13 in a row. And then they missed one, and then they won the whole thing. So you had a whole internet of people, again, you more so the sports audience, which there's not so much a crossover of sports and spirituality. I know as someone who I used to work in sports, used to love sports a lot, and was always spiritual, I was a part of that. But from working in sports, I remember I would always try to talk to the boys in my office about their astrology, their numerology. A couple of them were into it, but a couple of them were like, okay, Erica. But anyway, I love that there was this whole movement where people were like, oh my God, Danhausen. the words he's speaking are truth. He uncursed the Knicks and then they won 13. And a lot of people were saying there's no way that's a coincidence. So it was just really opening people up to this idea that our words have power, magic has power, spells have power, curses have power. So that was big 7 energy as well. So I thought that was really fun. And I believe too also, I didn't look this up. I was going to look up a little more about this, but I believe that more actually came out about extraterrestrials in this month, which is big 7 energy as well. So that was the vibe for June. That's the energy that we just came out of. And now we're going into July, which again, if you add up the collective year 1, plus the 7th month of July, 1 plus 7, it's 8. Really easy math for this numerology. So in July, we are going to be in a collective month 8. And I feel like this is good news. Every number exists in balance. There's pros, there's cons, there's good energy, there's challenging energy to help us learn. But I do find 8 tends to be a little more sparkly. 8 is abundance. 8 is success. 8 is manifesting. 8 is magic. To put this in context, anytime we have had a collective year 8, the stock markets across the world have all gone up. People have experienced a little bit more money. So this month might be good news for your money. Things might start to improve. Maybe the stock markets will go up. Maybe cost of living might go down slightly. Maybe as small businesses, people will have more money. So people will start to spend. Because it is a 1 year as well, we have to take that into consideration, which is new beginnings. So this could really be a new beginning in terms of wealth. So I can even see something like maybe more like cryptocurrency or any kind of digital currency, just a new form of wealth, a new form of money. That could be something that comes up this month, or people even starting to look at money and success in a different way. I feel like definitely people looking at success in a different way is going to be big this month, because I feel like I've noticed so many people are choosing to leave behind old ideas of success in order to just find happiness and a peace of mind, trading in higher paying jobs for lower paying jobs just so they can have more time to exist, more time for their joy or more time for their children, things like that. And I think we are moving away from that old paradigm of success, that success is you have to make all this money and a big house and you have the big corporate job and you're married and have kids and have a fancy car. And I think we are all kind of collectively moving back into this idea that success can be whatever we want it to be. Success is just being at peace. Success is finding joy. Success is happiness. Success is so personal to each of us. So 8 is also success energy. So I feel like a lot of people will go inward this month to really think about like, what does success mean to me? And what does a fulfilling life mean to me? I feel like we've also been coming off of this nostalgic energy where people are really, really nostalgic for the 90s and a simpler time and before AI and all of this stuff. So I wonder if in that's going to be incorporating this 8 energy where people are going to start seeing success as simpler. 8, we might also have some really big fun like pop culture moments. So if we go back to the last collective 8 year, this could give you a really good sense of that energy. And the last 8 year was 2024. And I feel like that was such a good summer. And yet I also got married that summer. But collectively, it was a girl summer. We had the Eras tour. Everybody was all about ACOTAR. Sabrina Carpenter was killing it on the charts. It was just this whole movement where everything felt like fun and shiny and big. So I'm really hoping that that comes back too. So maybe in pop culture, we're going to have a lot more expansion in terms of things that bring us joy. 8 is also the energy of manifesting. No matter what your personal month is, which I'm going to get into in a moment, lean into manifesting this month. Put out that energy because the whole collective is really going to be on the vibe of whatever you put out is going to come back to you magnetized. So I feel like even more regular people who aren't as much into spirituality, they're going to see a lot more of like, wow, I was just thinking about this song and here it is playing in the store I just walked into. Or, wow, that's so weird. I was just thinking about my friend I haven't seen in a while. They just texted me or they just sent me a meme. People are going to start to realize that there's power in manifesting. Manifesting may even become more of a trend, something you hear more about in terms of like more regular people who again aren't doing all of this on a regular basis as most of us are. 8 is infinity. So this month, you are limitless. Everything is absolutely available to you. Again, whatever you put out, whatever thoughts you put out, whatever beliefs you put out is always going to come back to you. use your magic, believe in magic and miracles, and that's exactly what's going to come back to you. Now, 8 too, of course, like anything, also has a shadow side. So this may be a month where we all are collectively tasked with looking at, again, our idea of success, how we are moving forward, looking at maybe what we don't want that we've been projecting, and how we can alter course to really believe that we are unlimited. There may also be things with money where maybe things get harder around wealth in order to challenge us to really align ourselves to money mindset, or to do something about this as a society to kind of help the cost of living be a bit better for everyone involved. That could come up as well. But overall, this month, just think success, money, manifesting. I love this. I feel like this is so aligned to July. I'm a big summer girl. So summer, 8, big, bold energy. I feel like people are going to have a lot of fun this month just because eight's a good time. And we're manifesting that we're all going to have the money to have as much fun as we would like. All right. So now let's get into your personal months. So again, we all have this collective 8 energy in July that will affect all of us, but we each have our own personal months that are going to affect you a little more strongly. So how you figure out what your personal month for July is first figure out your personal year, which is you add up your birth month. So for example, mine is September, so I would do 9. And then you add up your birthday. So mine is 05, so I would do 0 plus 5, which is 5. And then you add up this collective year, 2026, which equals, we know, 1. So then I would do 9 plus 5 plus 1, which would equal 15 in my case. Break that down to a single digit. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So I am in a personal year 6. Remember, if you have a master number in your birthday, which is 11 or 22, 33 is also a master number, but nobody has a 33 in their birthday. If you were born in November, the 11th month, or if you were born on the 11th or the 22nd day, do not break those down. Those are master numbers. You would just do as is. So for example, staying on September, if we were adding up September 22nd, you do 9 plus 22, not plus 4, plus 1. The collective year 1, 2026, and that would be 32. And then you do 3 plus 2, which equals 5. So that person would be in a collective year 5. So add yours up now. And then when you have that number, you are going to add 7 to it. Again, because July is the 7th month. So in my case, I'm at a personal year 6. So I would do 6 plus 7, which equals 13. Then we break that down to a single digit. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So this is a personal month for myself. So take a moment, you could pause this, add yours up, and then I'm going to tell you what each of them mean and what you should focus on this month. So if you are in a personal year 1, in July, much like the collective, you are aligned with the collective, my friend. You are in a personal month 8 as well. Just like I was saying with the collective energy, except for you have this magnified because your energy is aligned with the collective energy. So you are going to be experiencing this emphasis on wealth and money and success and manifesting on a higher level. So for you in this personal month 8, especially you're in your year of new beginnings, I really recommend making this a new beginning in terms of money, a new beginning in terms of what success means to you, and a new beginning in manifesting. Manifest everything this month. For myself in February, I was in a personal month 8 because I'm in a collective year 6. So I would do 6 plus 2, February is 2, which equals 8. When I was in my personal month 8, I made a point every single day to visualize money coming in. I made a point every single day to manifest more money. And by the end of that month, I actually made more money than I had in pretty much my last couple months before that. So there's some magic to it. So focus on that and really be intentional with what you are manifesting. If you are in a personal year 2, for you, July is a personal month 9. And 9 is shadow work. 9 is the ending. 9 is reflection. So you might feel yourself this month being a bit more nostalgic, maybe reflecting on your life as a whole, reflecting on your journey because you have this personal year 2. 2 is the energy of other people. So this might be a big time for you to heal any relationships with other people that maybe have been bothering you, maybe any old uncomfortable memories that are popping up. One thing that I have always learned is that if any memory is popping up, It's like a splinter. It is trying to get out. So even though it's uncomfortable, lean into it, feel it to heal it. So doing shadow work around your relationships to others in order to heal them, doing shadow work around your inner peace, really finding that balance because that's the energy of 2, and just clearing out the old in order to make space for the new. Both of these numbers together, 2 and 9, really love helping other people. 9 is the humanitarian, it loves charity work, and 2 loves people. 2 loves collaboration, loves helping. So this month, I would say also while you're doing your shadow work, take time to help other people, whether that's helping a friend, helping a neighbor, or even in the larger sense of volunteering for a charity, doing something like that. That would feel really good for you this month. If you are in a personal year 3, in July, you are in a personal month 1. So this is your new beginning. This is a fresh start. This is your turn to prioritize you. Really tune out what does everyone else want from me and ask yourself, what do I want for me? Follow your own heart, prioritize self-care, become the leader of your life, advocate for yourself this month. 3 is the energy of joy and sunshine and fun and communication. So in this month 1, speak up for yourself. That's the most important thing you could do. Speak up for yourself. But also prioritize your joy, have fun. It's summer, it's July. 3 is inner child. So go to the water park, run around at the beach, maybe even throw water balloons at your friends. Do activities you love doing as a child and really prioritize yourself more than anything. If you are in a personal year 4, in July, you are in a personal month 2. Now, 4 is the energy of structure. It's building. This has probably been a year of very hard work for you, but all the efforts you're putting in are paying off. You're building your future. So with this month 2, 2 is collaboration. So I would say set the intention to make a plan to call in the right helpful people. Like, for example, I'm an author and I wanted to find a publisher. So I set the intention, thank you, universe, for bringing me the most divinely aligned publisher to help get my work out there. When I was trying to do my spiritual work full time, I really wanted to find a place that I could teach in-person classes. I set the intention and I found Spirit and Soul. 2 is balance. Since you are in your year 4, you're probably so busy and working so hard. Balance work with play. I know you're hustling. I know you're getting things done. You're doing all the things, but don't forget to take time to play, to rest, honor yourself, meditate a lot this month and find your inner peace. And that's going to help you feel even more prepared to put in the work to build your dream life. If you are in a personal year 5, in July, you are in a personal month 3. I love this energy together. 5 and 3 are 2 of my favorite numbers in terms of numerology because they're fun. They are pure joy. 5 is adventure, it's travel, it's getting yourself outside of your comfort zone and trying something new. And 3 is inner child, it's joy, it's sunshine, it's creativity, it's communication. So these together are like have that kid summer. Honestly, to me, this is going to Disney because you have travel and inner child together. That's a Disney trip if I've ever heard one. If these are your numbers this month, go on a trip, try things new, really prioritize your fun. And again, prioritize your inner child joy. Do all the things that made you so incredibly happy as a child. I also recommend trying things like trying new creative classes, like even taking like a painting class or playing with clay, anything like that, that would be really good. Something that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, but being creative, that would be fantastic for this 5 and 3 energy. But you are going to have a great month. If you are in a personal year 6, like me, July will be your personal month 4. So 4, the opposite of the 3, go have fun. 4 is structure. It's hard work. So don't worry, I'm in this with you. This might be a busy month for us. We might have a lot of hard work, but remind yourself that everything you are putting in is helping you build a life you love. 6, the 6th year, is the energy of love and romance and romanticizing your life and prioritizing self-care. So combining that with this month 4, it's about really getting clear on boundaries in terms of love, boundaries in terms of self-love, making a plan for what it is you want in your love life or what it is you want in terms of a romanticized life. This is your month to get really organized. If you are trying to manifest love, I would say this is your month to get really clear about what beliefs are no longer serving you and get really clear on what it is you want in terms of a partner. Like make a detailed list, a detailed plan, put it out to the universe, be strong about it. If you're already in a relationship like I am, I would say that this is just a month to get really clear on what your future looks like together and the kind of future you want to build in terms of your love life. It's also big home energy. So, oh my God, yeah, of course, 6 is home and 4 is structure and foundation. If you're trying to manifest a home, manifest that home. It's a really good month to redecorate your home, to organize your home. Oh, I got to clean out my cabinets in the bathroom with all my makeup and hair accessories, don't I, this month? Damn. I've been putting that off for a while. I'm a Virgo sun, so I love organization, but I don't always keep it that way because I'm also a Libra Mars, so I get lazy and I don't want to do it. On my time off, I just want to lay and be cozy. But this is the month for me. I got to organize my home. So anyone else with this 6-4 energy, I'm with you. We're going to organize our homes together. If you are in a personal year 7, in July, you are in your personal month 5, which I actually really like this combo too, because this is actually my life path and my expression. So this energy I know so well. So this month, because 7 is spirituality, it's intuition, 5 is pushing yourself outside the comfort zone, it's adventure, it's travel. This month, you might be questioning a lot and questioning a lot of like, why are things done this way? You might also want to rebel a bit from the norm of being like, I don't like that everyone's doing that. I'm going to do my own thing. But do that because that's what's going to make you stand out. Like, I don't like that everyone's using AI, so I am going to just channel my own intuition and my own energy, which is what I do. This is also a good energy because you are in a month 5. This is really good energy to take a trip. Again, 7 loves that secular energy, learning new things. So taking like an educational trip would be really cool. This is big, like going to a museum energy, going to the Met, visiting historical sites. Like it's given go to Greece and go look at all the ancient temples and everything. Go to Italy, learn how to make pizza. Thinking of all Mediterranean. So just go on a trip and learn something new. Adventure, explore, step outside that comfort zone and really lean into your intuition. If you are in a personal year 8, which is your year of success and manifesting, you are going to be very aligned with this collective month energy. So that success, money, manifesting might feel extra heightened for you. So in July, you are in a personal month 6, which is love and romance. So if you are single and you have been wanting to manifest love, this is your time. Set all of your intentions, really focus on that energy, be disciplined, be strong, know it's coming your way because your energy is so peak for love. If you're already in a romantic relationship, just set the intention to prioritize more date nights with your partner, but also prioritize date nights with yourself. This is good energy for self-love too, because the more you can focus on loving yourself, that's going to fuel your year 8 of manifesting. When you put love out, you're going to receive so much love back. Just focus on romanticizing your life, see the beauty, see the magic in everything. Again, big home energy. This could be another good energy to manifest a home in, to redecorate your home, not so much organize the home. So you kind of get to do the fun stuff of manifesting a home. Unlike me with my 4, where I got to go organize my bathroom cabinet. But overall, manifest. You're in your year 8. You should be manifesting all year long, but especially in July, focus on manifesting love and calling in more things for you to love. And finally, if you are in your personal year 9, in July, you are in your personal month 7. So 9 is that energy of reflection, shadow work. It's an ending. This might be a more challenging year, but everything that's popping up is to get you to clear out the old and bring in the new when you start your next year, your year 1 in 2027. So seven is spirituality. Seven is clarity. So this month for you, you're going to receive a lot of clarity. Light bulbs are going to be going off. Things are going to make so much sense. And actually reflecting and doing shadow work is going to really, really set you off to understand your path and move forward on a deeper level. So highly recommend. It's also a really great month to dive into your spiritual tools, pull oracle cards, attend some spirit and soul classes, attend some Erica Rose classes, read up on all spiritual topics that interest you, learn, because everything you are learning is going to help, again, bring forth that clarity and help you really clear out the old in this sense. Also, nine loves charity work, and seven is that secular energy. So maybe even doing something where you can help people globally in whatever way that looks. All right, so that's all your personal month. So your personal month energy is going to be stronger to you than the collective month energy, but still take into focus that the collective month energy is the eight, the success, the manifesting, the abundance, the money, and combining that with your other calculations with your personal month and seeing what you can make of that. Numerology really is just like mixing and matching. It's understanding, okay, this number means this thing and this number means this thing. So when I have these two together, it must mean that. Again, like how I noticed that 6 and 4 were organize your home. So overall, I hope that you all have an absolutely incredible July. It's summer. Have fun. Well, unless you're listening to this in the Southern Hemisphere, then it's winter. So rest. So if you are listening to this in real time, on Sunday, July 12th, I'm actually hosting a numerology immersion mini day retreat. It'll be here at Spirit and Soul in Babylon, New York, but you can also attend virtually or watch the replay. And what we're going to do here is going to be so magical. It's 4 hours long from 10 a.m. Eastern Time to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to guide you through understanding not only all your calculations, but all the numbers as a whole. I'm going to teach you how to really combine numbers, how to make sense of them, how to read other people's numerology, how to read their charts. We're also going to be doing different exercises, much like in my book, Enchanted Numerology, to really open up and connect you and teach you how to work with your numbers and overall just teach you how to work with the cycle of your life. So that's going to be really expansive, incredible day. So if you are interested in that, you can head to my website or Spirit and Soul Studios website. You can also DM me on Instagram at Erica Rose Enchanted or Spirit and Soul Studio to find out more. So really excited about that. Of course, you can always book your own one-on-one numerology reading with me as well. Same thing, go to my website. You can find out more. Once again, pre-order my book, Enchanted Numerology, which is coming out December 2026. And pre-orders really, really help. They tell my publisher that you want to hear more from me. So I really appreciate that. Well, awesome. I hope you all have a magical July and I'll see you next time. Bye.